people of the internet. A bit of a different video today, I think. It's been a hectic couple of months and I just have some things I want to talk about. So I thought I could just do them today. I already know what this video is going to be called because I thought of it like a week ago. The thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that I have no hobbies and I'm tired all the time. So, let's unpack that. Today I'm drawing, so it's kind of like a drawer with me. I don't draw. I don't know how to draw. I can't really draw. But I was talking to one of my friends about my whole I have no hobbies, and he suggested drawing. And I was like, okay, fine. And because we live in like different states, and so he was like, oh, okay, what if we like both do a drawing every week and show each other? That's like a thing we can do together from like far apart. So I'm drawing a wizard today. That was what he chose. So yeah, come draw a wizard with me while I talk about life. So I have no hobbies. I've been thinking about that a lot because like every time I start to get a hobby, I just like turn it into something. For most people, I would say dance is like their main hobby. Dance is a hobby like when you're a kid. I just happen to turn it into like a career. And so now I'm like here and I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a hobby. I have dance. But that's like my whole life. I run as well, but like that's for dance. And I do singing and music, but like that's for dance. I've started writing as well, but I've somehow like turned that from like just a fun thing into writing things that are being performed and stuff. And so I just need something that I'm not good at, that I just do for fun. Like that's a thing that people do, right? But I don't. I'm just kind of vibing. Does anyone remember? I'm gonna do this. It's a show, The Worst Witch. I freaking loved that show when I was a kid. Not the new one, the old one. That show was the best. I loved it. And there was like books too. Oh my god, I forgot there were books. I don't think I even read the books. I think I just knew they were there. I think I read like maybe one. Anyway, so I have no hobbies. That's my first thing I want to talk about. Second thing is I'm tired all the time. It's at that point where it's like, I don't even really remember what it's like to not be tired. So like maybe, am I even tired? Like, maybe this is just like how I normally feel, but I'm like, surely there was like a time when I didn't feel tired. That's pretty like standard if you're like, when you're in full time, because like you're just doing so much every day. Like of course you're going to be tired. But even like over Christmas, I was still like, I'm tired all the time. Bro, I've been tired for the last 2 years straight. What else? What else do I want to talk about? Oh, well, I'm trying to move out at the moment. And that's like a lot. It's really difficult actually. Oh, it's almost a bit long. Like, for like reasons you wouldn't think. I just can't find anyone to live with. Like, does anyone else have this problem? Just like finding someone that they can live with? Because, like, I have friends. Okay, that's not, yeah, like, I do have friends, like, but all of them already have, like, roommates, or, like, they don't want to move, they're not looking to move. I have no one to move with. And I was gonna move, I had, like, a room, or, like, a place somewhere, but it was slanted, the room, and so I couldn't stand up in most of the room. I hate slants. It, like, just, like, makes me, like, I don't even know. So I couldn't do that, even though I really wanted to. It was with, like, one of my friends, and I was like, oh my god, this would be so fun. But I just couldn't deal with the slant, and I was like, if I have to live here, spend all my time in this room, I, like, really need, first of all, to be able to fit my stuff in there. And, like, I don't mind if it's small. Like, I don't have a problem if it's small. As long as I can stand up in it. I'm pretty short, so I thought I would be fine. But, like, I was not able to stand up in the majority of that room. And I would, like, hit my head so much on the roof because I pace a lot too. So, like, where would I pace? I would have to, like, go down to the living room to pace. And my roommates would be like, what are you doing? Like, are you okay? And I'll be like, well, no, I need to pace. No one really cares, but I'm just talking about it anyway. Maybe people will stumble across this video who relate. Who else really can't deal with slants because I feel ya. Me neither. Maybe he's like levitating. No, I don't want him to levitate. This is the ground. What else have I wanted to talk about? Just, you know, my life, which no one cares about. Like, when I do this, make like videos and stuff, like I'm well aware no one really cares what I have to say. And I don't really care if you care what I have to say or not. Like, I'm just kind of doing it for fun. Because like this, perhaps this would be my hobby. That's the only thing I can think of that's my hobby. But even I managed to turn reading into something more than just like a relaxing activity. Because of course I did. I just can't manage to leave anything like, oh, I want to do like the moon. Should I do a full moon or a half moon? And also no one watches these anyway. So I can just do whatever I want. Anyway, I'm back dancing again. It's kind of fun. Because I finished full time, I have a bit like more control over my schedule. So I just kind of do it when I want to. The only difficult thing is that like I have to travel really far to like get to any like classes I can do, which is kind of annoying because like once I get there, I'm like, oh my god, this is great. But like when I'm like, oh, but I have to leave like 2 hours before class, and I'm like, like do I really would want to set aside that much time? Blah blah blah. Casting a spell. Some stars. Yeah, so that's been happening. What else is happening in my life? Not much, because my life kind of revolves around dance. This is kind of nice, isn't it? I'm gonna color it in. So, you know, K-pop, very interesting, like, industry for starters. Like, my current obsession is Stray Kids. They're really good. Like, and also, I mean, they have 2 Australians in it, so, like, I kind of gotta, you know, support fellow Aussies. But, like, aside from that, like, their music is really good. They have, like, so many songs, so I haven't, like, listened to all of them, but I listened to, like, quite a few of them, and I really like them. And I also really love their performances. I think they're really good, and, like, the choreography is, like, really creative. Like, Backdoor's probably my favorite. And I kind of want to do a video analyzing the choreography because there's some, like, really cool stuff in there that I think really matches with the story of the song. I just really want to analyze it from, like, a contemporary dancer's point of view because, you know, I see some things that the choreographer definitely didn't put in there to, like, mean anything. Because, like, here's a secret, like, about lots of, I don't know about all choreographers, but, like, when I choreograph, a lot of the time it's just, like, you just put something in because, like, you think it looks cool or, like, it matches, you know, the concept or it matches that. And then everyone's like, oh, my God, like, meaning. It's the same with, like, writers, you know? Like, how everyone's like, oh, my God, they said this because they wanted to mean that. Author didn't mean anything. They were just like, oh, you think it means that? Yes, I definitely did that on purpose. Definitely, because I'm just that smart. Oh, look, do you want to look at my wizard so far? I think he's quite cute. I'm checking the time because I have work today. I'm literally, like, I had to miss rehearsals today to go to work because I couldn't change my shift. I'm, like, messaging my boss. Well, because, like, to be fair, like, this is not her fault. I told her the days and the times that I had rehearsals on. So, you know, she put me on for today when I wasn't meant to have rehearsal. But I do. Well, I mean, I don't because I'm not going. But, and so, you know, not her fault. And I was just like, look, I can't come to rehearsal. Sorry. Like, just send me videos of what you do. Like, the choreographer I'm working with at the moment is, like, super nice. So she was, like, very understanding. That's what's happening. It's kind of good, though, because I'm really tired. You know, keeping with the concept, I'm very tired. You know, I spent, like, a week back doing, like, some sort of equivalent full-time schedule. And I'm just exhausted. So, is this, like, chronic fatigue syndrome? I read about that. I don't think I have that, though. I think I'm just not good at looking after myself. Because I'll be like, oh, I have to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. I'm not gonna go to bed. It's like, I'm like, okay, so you're gonna do, like, a full day on 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, that sounds very smart. Oh, I'm so stupid sometimes. So sometimes, a lot of the time. Oh, I have silver. So what else am I doing right now? That's the main things in my life. You know, I'm having trouble moving. And I'm tired all the time and I have no hobbies. Christmas was fun though. I kind of wanted to do like a what I got for Christmas, but I mean, I don't know why. Because all I got is like cooking utensils and like pots and pans, because I'm planning to move, so that's what I got. Like it's really good actually, very useful. So if you're looking to move out like the year before, just tell your family, just get me like you know, utensils and things like that. That's some advice that no one asked for. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. What I've been watching at the moment. So I was watching Deadly Class on Netflix. I haven't finished it yet. I have like 2 episodes left. I do this all the time where I get almost all the way through a TV show and then I just like stop watching it. I really want to finish it though, so I'm gonna. And like Lana Condor is such a good actress. Like, To All the Boys did her dirty. Like, she was like good in that. But she's really good in Deadly Class. I was like, oh wow. Like, she's very good. I didn't realize how good she was. So I'd love to see her in more stuff. I just finished watching it actually. I watched the D'Amelio show for a reason. I don't actually know anything about like TikTok. I don't really know anything about Charli D'Amelio before I watched this. But it's research for a play I'm writing. If you think about it, like influencers who are teenagers, especially like, she's like what, like 15, 16? They really don't have much autonomy over anything they do. And it's like, oh my god, yeah, they have a perfect life, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but like all this money they're earning, like who do you think is spending it? Like, do you really think they're the ones that are, like own the house? Like, do you really think she owns the house that she's paid for her family to live in? Like, no. Like, she's not old enough to have her name on a mortgage or even a lease. Like, she's not the one who has her name on any of the things that she buys. It's all her parents. And she does all the work. There's, like, one line she said that I was really thinking about. I wrote it down. She was talking about, like, the Kids' Choice Awards and getting slimed. And someone told her that she couldn't move afterwards. And she said, was I going to get in trouble if I moved, or was it just a safety precaution? And I think the really telling thing here is the word just. And so she's kind of saying that she places getting in trouble over any sort of safety things. Like, she's like, oh, if it's just a safety precaution, then, like, I don't mind. But if I'm going to get in trouble, then I do. For most people, I think, you would think it was more important if it was safety. But she immediately goes, oh, I care more about people getting mad at me than putting myself in danger. That reminds me of, like, that famous Harry Potter line. Another clever idea to get us all killed or worse, expelled. Where Hermione is putting getting in trouble above any sort of personal safety. And whenever she's talking, Charli, she's always saying, I guess, or I don't know, or you know, or yeah, or like, she never is sure of anything she says. Or maybe she is, but she always puts something around it so that it's like, oh, like no one can like take this as like face value. Because what you see in the show is that she really like, she's constantly thinking about like what people are going to think of anything she does, which is like not a healthy way to live. Anyway, so I was doing that for my play and I found that very interesting because I don't really know much about TikTok. I was kind of just doing it for like research, and it's so interesting, isn't it? Like TikTok. Also, the thing that really got me about that is because I don't know anything about Charli really. But all I knew there was people like, oh my god, like she doesn't actually have any talent. Like she just got famous for doing nothing. Like she's a decent dancer. She's a good dancer. So it's not like she has no talent. Like she's a pretty decent dancer. So I don't know what's going on. I want gold. Is this gold? I've been talking so much. I really don't like editing videos, so I try to make them shorter, but I don't think this is going to be short. It feels like it's already getting pretty long. Oh, gold. Ah. But I've almost finished this drawing. This seems like it could be a hobby. Is this a hobby? Look at my drawing. It's pretty cute. I did find a picture of a wizard to draw from, but I didn't trace it, so I'm pretty impressed with this. I feel like I could add more stuff to it, but I don't know what. That's it from me. Who knows when this will come out because I don't like editing. So many videos I was meant to do for the end of the year, but I just thought about having to film them and then edit them, and I was like, I don't like editing. But we'll see. Anyway,